One of the things I debated on this is my XT, that I used for dirt, for off-road use, and now I'm kind of making it legal to run on the highway. One of the things I debated about was turn signals. The original ones that came on an XT always looked like a kind of an afterthought. They were mounted like up on the handlebars, so they got taken off a lot. But I found a company that sells these little LED ones. Now the front ones I can mount and have them serve dual purpose as the headlight mount and function as a turn signal. And the rear ones I will use for mounting the fender. I think that'll work out perfect. I'm trying to do this as simple and clean as I can. Another problem I ran into was the compression release. Normally the stock Yamaha one is built on to your lever perch. Well, I'm using aftermarket levers. Now, commonly when I do this, I use these black plastic ones that were made for 2 cycles. They use it for braking. And they work, but they're kind of fragile. They often break on the bar mounting. They're not particularly strong. Well, I searched out some decent metal ones that are made for a Ducati. I think that's a very permanent solution. I have to make a slight modification to them, but that's not unusual. And even these black ones I have to modify slightly. I think that'll work though. But I think, being LED, they don't draw a lot of power. And I do have to make a slight modification. This headlight has got these kind of shoulders in there that hold a nut. Well, I'll have to grind them off so that I can use the standard nut to hold them. But I think that'll work. Practically wise, they're a slight bit closer to the headlight than they should be. But I think they'll do the purpose. It beats having them up on the handlebars. And it was like, $20 for the set of 4 out of Taiwan. But like I say, LED, and supposedly they're 6 volt. So we'll see how that works. Because the lighting coil on these old XTs is 6 volt. That'll work though. It'll give me blinkers that I don't really need to be legal. You can use hand signals, but if it can serve 2 purposes, I'm willing to put blinkers on, and the switch I'm using has got, it's set up for blinkers. And I'm still working on getting a speedometer. I have found a generic mount for it, because I'm not going to put a tack on. I don't need all that extra stuff. I'm trying to keep this as simple as I can. And a tack is really a useless thing. You get these wound up, you're wound up. It's not a mystery. You ain't going to be peering at some needle and going by that. But to legally drive on a highway, you have to have a speedometer. So I think I can get these little small aftermarket one and mount it, you know, right between the bars here, so it's out of the way, and that'll serve the purpose.